way that you'll be able to win this one. But she's somebody else in the making. First, she just gotta stop all the faking, and she'll be there. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like this forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Somebody say, don't be afraid.
Hi everyone, buenos dias, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new day in the life vlog. I'm so happy that you're here today. My name is deyaniracavazos and I am an LPC associate from the state of Texas, soon to be LPC because that is what today's video is about. I finished my direct hours. I am finishing at 1,508 direct hours and I need to go back and calculate everything because in today's video we are going to be filling out all of the paperwork to upgrade from an LPC associate license to an LPC. And once I'm done with all of this and in the future I'll definitely do a full how-to video walking you through it, but for right now I'm just going to be bringing you along for my day, so you're not going to get to see like the final results of everything of me getting my license because it's just one day, but we're going to get everything done on this checklist that is on the Texas State Board so we can submit everything. And last night I actually ended up doing the self-query portion, so we're going to do the other two steps, which is the jurisprudence exam and a form that I have to go ahead and send. And I'm honestly just really excited, you guys. It is a huge deal when you get to transition into full LPC. That means that you don't have to be under supervision anymore. You can if you choose to, because you can always hire a supervisor if you like to, but it's not mandatory anymore, which means that a monthly payment is no longer being paid, which honestly the monthly payment that I was paying toward that can now go to my student loans. So I got nice and cozy this morning because we're gonna spend a lot of time here on my couch while I watch Harry Potter in the background and fill out all of this paperwork. And then after, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break, probably go to Barnes & Noble to just celebrate and have a little solo date and get my mind off of everything, and then I will come back and do client notes and all of that because I have plenty of notes to get through, and if it weren't for having to do this I would have done it this morning, but we're juggling, you know, we're moving some things around so I can go ahead and do this because this is important, because right now this takes priority. If I don't do this now, it'll only push back, you know, the time and the dates that things are being sent. So I ended up officially finishing my hours, you guys, on Friday. Saturday mentally logged off because I had also had a very emotionally and mentally taxing work week. So I definitely needed to take care of myself. I was unwell. You know, when you have one of those work weeks where a good bulk of your clients just really are needing like that confrontation and those hard truths that they need to hear, and it just took a toll on me because in my personal life, when I take the therapist hat off, I hate confrontation. Like, I hate it. I think it's the hardest part of the job because it makes me put on a hat that I wouldn't normally put on. And so whenever that happens, usually I have time to really care for myself. It was just back to back and I didn't really get a breather, you know, from doing that. And it just takes a toll because as a counselor, the job is to step into empathy, right? So when you're saying these hard things, you're also trying to picture what it would be like and feel like to have this said to you. And so it's just emotionally taxing because it's freaking hard stuff to hear sometimes, you know, when it comes to relationships, family. So yeah, very bittersweet week where I'm like celebrating things, and I also celebrated some things with some of my therapy clients, but then it was also just hurtful and I took some time to cry because I know how much it hurt my clients to hear the things that were said and needed to be said. But that is the job. That is a job, right? We have some hard days. And so stepping out of that, because that is in the past, it already happened, and that is how I'm reframing it and talking to myself. Like now it's all in my clients' hands to work through these things, to sit through them, and then when we meet again, we will continue to do the work, you know, together. But right now it is time to take care of myself and to take care of this LPC license upgrade. And if there's any advice that I have for you all, is to always remember, like, there is a time to sit and dwell and think about these things, let yourself feel the things that are rough when it comes to work. And there's a time to be like, okay, no, now it's time to take care of myself, because if not, the days in life will continue to just pass us by and we don't get to do the things that also matter to us, right? And they just keep getting pushed back, you know, and pushed back, and then we feel sad, we feel depressed, we feel miserable because we're not getting to do the things that we want to do. Work will always be there. Work will always be there. There will always be notes. And I share these things with you because these are things during my own self-talk that I remind myself of, and that we have to remind ourselves of, because if not, our mind does its job, right? And just continually reminds us of what we've been currently thinking about. So we have to like reframe and introduce like these reminders, you know, so they stay at the forefront. So it is a new day. It is beautiful. It is like sunny, but also a little chilly. So typical homebody therapist, right? I'm excited to have a really chill, cozy day. I'm gonna create that for myself. So we're gonna get this done, and then I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble and just have a nice fun time. Buy myself a little something, celebrate. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Okay everyone, so I am going to go ahead and take a break here. I ended up emailing my supervisor the supervision form, and she's basically going to fill all of that out with the hours, but I sent her my indirect, direct, and direct supervision hours for her to have, so we can both look back on those, and that's what we agreed to, just to make sure that we both have the same number and everything's checked out. So I emailed that in my last supervision hour log, which I cannot believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break. Like I said, when I get back, I'm gonna do the jurisprudence exam, and it said that that should take about 2 hours if you're working through it. It could be a little less or a little bit more. And it is a no-fail exam, so I don't have to study beforehand. I just have to take it as I go. But tell me why, these are my unfiltered thoughts here. Tell me why we have to pay $39 for this exam. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that it's a no-fail exam, because it's like, are you kidding me? Like, just give us our license already. You've already made us jump through so many hoops. Like, even my husband as a teacher, he's like, what the hell? Too much. And it was also really crazy, like, looking at my indirect hours and the amount compared to my direct hours. And this is true for so many therapists, where our indirect hours end up being way more than our direct hours. So something needs to be modified in these hours. And maybe for other therapists who have been doing this for years, it's like, that's just the way it is. I don't know. But if we keep thinking that way, then we're always going to end up in the same thing. And I hope changes keep happening so that future counselors don't have to keep going through things like this because it's ridiculous, or we still have to deal with our student loans. I think that modifications should definitely be made to where the amount of direct hours is lessened, because regardless we're going to be getting more indirect hours. And honestly, if it has to happen, I feel like a number between 300 and 500 would be more accurate, because we've already done our internship and our practicum. It's just so ridiculous. Like, those are my unfiltered thoughts. I hate it. I love this career field, and the only thing that makes it worth it at this point is the fact that the Texas State Board has switched things in Texas to where you can have your private practice as an LPC associate. Because if that was off the table, I'd be like, I definitely feel like this is not worth it, you know, to go through all of this. Again, I love my career field, but I think it's important for us to be honest about things like this. So definitely something to consider if you are a future counselor or a future therapist. Make sure that you know what you're getting after you graduate. You know, are you able to open your practice if that was an option that you wanted? And if you're someone who didn't know, I feel you on that. I am so sorry if you're feeling stuck, like you already went through all of the program and are doing your hours now and you feel stuck because in your state maybe that hasn't changed. It barely changed over a year ago in Texas, and my heart hurts for past counselors who had to go through this. And if for some reason you're thinking, well, you know, changes have been made, you know, here in Texas where LPCs, you know, are able to have their private practice, that change was made with the current state board. Yes, but you have to remember that the only reason that that happened was because of this organization, as well as others who advocated for LPCs and who have been doing it for years, and it just so happened that they finally broke through. So this was not out of the goodness and kindness of the hearts of those on the Texas State Board who were like, hey, let's make things better. Things have not been good. We've been talking to LPCs for years. They're not happy about things. Let's actually make things better without people having to kill themselves to advocate for something that should just be. Ooh, I have thoughts, guys. I have thoughts and opinions, guys, and I just want to let you know if you do too about this. I'm glad. We shouldn't just take what is given to us, because we are paying into the system. The amount of money that we invested in this career field and that we continue to invest, like, it's not just the $39 for me, you know what I'm saying? It's the fact that it's been years upon years of our time, money, resources, health. There's room for everything, right? There's room to celebrate, and there's room to also feel our feelings about how shitty and annoying certain things are within our career fields, and this just happens to be one of the biggest ones. So the biggest advice that I can give to you if you are a future counselor or a future therapist is to look through your state board and see what they're offering you, because it truly is an offer. You know, they're not doing you any favors. You're the one who is paying into this to get an education and to provide a service to the community. So it's so important for you to suss out and see if it's also worth it for you, because I love what I'm doing now. We're able to have both. I feel gratitude for a lot of things, but it's so important to not stop calling out the injustice and the shittiness within our career field so things can get better and we can make them better, right? We have the power to do that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going, because Barnes & Noble is calling my name. It is like 65 degrees outside. I'm so excited. Okay, but first a snack before we go, because if not, I'm gonna be hangry. If you're looking for a pretty good like plant-based protein shake that's just easy for you to take on the go, especially if you're like a case manager or you're out in the community or you're just a busy therapist, I honestly really like the taste of these, and I feel like I've gone through like quite a good amount of like plant-based protein. I'm not fully plant-based, but I like to switch in like certain plant-based things, and the easiest thing for me is like a protein shake. And so this one is my favorite, because I know you all ask me sometimes for like meal related things and what I enjoy. The Oreo one is my favorite. It tastes a little bit like mocha or like coffee or something.
어릴 때 원했던 어른이 됐나 Thought I
take it slowly 늦은 어떤 때 같은 곳을 바라보고 있잖아 Go anywhere you want to Underneath the pressure Oh, sometimes wish I knew it too Fly away from tomorrow 이제는 너무 멀리 와버렸던 거야 Yeah, I need you, you need me too I'm still chasing that mind all the time yeah. I need you, you need me too 그땐 신기루 그대로 나 돌아간다면 다시 한번 또 나 바꿔주고 싶어 어렸던 내 맘을 Baby you Jump to your castle now 내린 타이밍 이젠 빨리 흘러가겠지 그때가 그립다고는 못하겠어 난 아직 쫓아가고 있어 사실 난 Oh sometimes wish I knew it too Fly away from tomorrow 이제는 너무 멀리 와버렸던 거야 Yeah I need you need me too I'm still chasing that mind all the time yeah. I need you need me too 그땐 신기해
I can see them too. So otherwise.
We'll circle back inside.
Oh, that sounds a bit. Yes.
Hi everyone, so it is currently 4 p.m. and I already had my lunch. I got to have some self-care time. As you all saw, I worked on a little Lego set and it was so much fun. I ended up finishing it and displaying it in our little like gym room that's slash like my husband's room. We're like converting it into a little cozy room for my husband so he can display his things. That was my Valentine's Day surprise for him, amongst also like getting him a little cozy self-care basket, and I'll go ahead and share some of the things with you all a little bit later that I ended up including on there in case you're looking for some self-care items for your partner, for your friend. My husband told me a few weeks ago that he really wanted to get into some other cozy hobbies because he loves playing video games and he has other activities that he likes to do, but he wanted to get into some other hobbies. I was like, say less. I got you. I have been waiting for this moment. So just like based off of knowing him and like interests that he has, things that he likes, I went ahead and got him some things. I've also been working on that room on the side because I've gotten to really dip into finding hobbies that I love, and my husband has always been a huge supporter of that for me ever since grad school. He's just always encouraged me and pushed me and just been excited for me whenever I try new hobbies. So I wanted to do something really nice for him in that room, and it literally made his life. He is so happy, and I love that for him. Basically giving him the space that his inner child and younger self wished that he would have had. And so right now it is time to work on the jurisprudence exam. It is 4 p.m. so I'm gonna try to smash this out by like 5:30 tops. We'll see how it goes. I'm still watching Harry Potter in the background, and we're gonna go ahead and get this done, check it off of my list. I feel like younger me, back when I was in grad school and even undergrad, would have looked at current me who took some time in between work to self-care and do a fun little recreational self-care activity like this, and would have been like, no, you should just finish everything that you have to finish and then reward yourself with that. And me, who is older, who has been through it, like the thing that I would say to that version of me, my younger self, would be like, no, you need to take a pause in between things and take some time to have a little bit of a breather. You will be better for it. You'll be able to come back and continue the work. You do not need to continue to push and push through when you know you're not going to concentrate. It's going to be so much more efficient for you if you take some time to relax. The work's going to get done anyways. Why not enjoy your life? Because if we're constantly living for like hurrying up to get everything done and pushing the things that we enjoy until the end, or only using them as a reward, then in the long run we're going to be doing that forever. And sometimes we might not even reward ourselves because there's always going to be more and more things to do. That is something that I was currently reflecting on right now, that younger me would just be flabbergasted. She'd be like, ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing? So definitely a proud moment for myself. We are not in that time or space, and you definitely don't have to be in your 30s like me to do that. If you can start cultivating that for yourself when you're in undergrad, when you're in grad school, or even younger, that's so much more healthier for you. I share that with you all because if you're watching this and that resonates with you, take the break, okay? The schoolwork, academics, work will always be there. Take the pause. Okay everyone, so I am done with the jurisprudence exam. Done. It is over. I have nothing left to do other than just wait now. Wait for my self-query and wait for the documentation form to be given back by my supervisor. So I am good to go. I am going to spend some time just resting in my bedroom now, making dinner, spend some time with my husband. So I thought I would just go ahead and sign off now. Little things going on in the background were me answering text messages and emails from clients. So that's pretty much all you missed. I didn't get to do any notes right now, but we'll see if I do some tonight, and if not, tomorrow I will get to them. I do have therapy clients tomorrow, and the plan is to go for a walk early in the morning. So I usually go to the gym Sunday, rest Monday, and then start again Tuesday. But that is all for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely stay tuned for my next video and for the one where I talk about how to do this yourself and give you a little guide. If you have any video recommendations, definitely let me know down in the comment section. For those of you who have been here watching my videos ever since I first started this channel, or have just watched a lot of my videos and have been following this, I want to thank you for your excitement and for your encouragement as well. It means so much to me that you're here. I appreciate you all so much, and thank you for celebrating with me today. The celebration will continue throughout the month of February, and I will let you all know when I am fully an LPC, but we are one step closer. Take care everyone, cuídense mucho, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.